Hey there, today we're going to talk about 5 ways you can use to improve your English. Before I started studying English, I was really committed to it. But a few months after I started it, I could feel that something was wrong because I could understand almost everything, or at least that's what I thought. But I wasn't able to actually speak, to answer a question or have a conversation in English. So if you really want to improve your English, you have to be disciplined, of course, but here I will give you 5 things I use to improve my English. So the first one is watch movies in English. This one, of course, won't give you enough experience so you can have an advanced English conversation, but it will help you a lot. You can choose from movies on Netflix or, well, any movie you want, but I recommend watching movies that are easy to understand, I would say. Movies where they don't use a complex vocabulary. You can watch comedies or dramas maybe. But why am I recommending these kind of movies? Because if you watch a horror movie or a sci-fi movie, they can use complex vocabulary. I started watching only one movie and I watched this movie 30 times. After a few times that I watched it, I was able to understand the context of what they were trying to say or what the story was about. And after that, I watched the movie with subtitles, but not subtitles in Spanish, but subtitles in English. So I could understand some words or see the words that I couldn't understand when they were speaking very fast. So I could read it in the subtitles. That was very helpful. And something important you must consider is that you choose a movie that you haven't seen before in Spanish. Tip number 2. Read about your favorite topics. Reading is one of the best ways you can use to improve your English, especially if it's a topic that you are interested in. Something I really recommend is that if you like cooking, you should follow a recipe in English. And, well, at the end you will see if you were able to understand exactly what they were asking you to do in the recipe or not. But you can practice a lot of times. Tip number 3. Talk, and talk. I know, practicing your speaking can be very difficult, especially if you're kind of shy or you don't have someone who can help you with your practice. But you can do it by talking to yourself in front of the mirror. This is something I say all the time. Or you can even talk to your dog if you are too shy to talk to people. Oh, hello there. How are you? Hands up. This is helpful because you see yourself talking and you can see the way you move your mouth, the way you pronounce, the way you produce these sounds when you speak English. And when you are speaking English, the sound or your voice can sound different or maybe not familiar to you. So this will help you in order for you to get used to the way you sound when you speak English. Tip number 4. Use your body clock. If you are not a morning person, you can study at night. This is what I used to do. Night was better for me to study because I could concentrate more. And I kept this to the end, not because it's less important, but it's because it's something you really have to understand and have to do. Don't translate from Spanish to English or English to Spanish. These will help you to start thinking in English. Basically, you will have to practice by yourself most of the times. But if you translate something, this will just keep you away from understanding anything in English, at least not fluently. So try not to translate anything. If you are reading something in English and you don't know the meaning of it, you can look it up in the dictionary, but English in English. So what do you think? Do you think this is helpful? Do you think this will help you to improve your English? Please let me know in the comments and see you next time.